you guys.
What's up?
We are live.
We're 3 minutes early.
This is like old school because we thought we would plan and give ourselves some some heads up because we did not know what we were doing last week at all.
So now you're going to have to reach all the way across the table to shut it off. So at the very end of the video, it's going to be us going like this.
Yes, but this works. It's all good. I like it. I feel very legit in our dining room. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome. Come say hi when you pop on. We thought we would start this thing every Sunday. We would come and hang out with you guys. And how fun is that? That was a crazy thumbnail. Anyway, we get a lot of requests of people who want us to redo the Kickin Sunday. Now, life has been a little crazy, so we don't have all the time to edit like we used to with little kids. Now the kids are big and we are running. So this works out great because we can come hang out with you, answer questions, and just be together, and then it's live. So I don't have to edit.
And if we boof, we boof.
You get to know the real us now because we can't hide anything. We have nothing to hide. How was your week, you guys? How was no spend week?
It had some momentum, and then it had some decline.
Oh, you guys, we made it a good solid 5 days.
Yeah.
We did make it 5 days minus
Sunday,
the mechanic.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't remember what day the van went in. I think it was Wednesday.
I think Wednesday we had
Wednesday
a
or
big
Thursday.
mechanic bill that we paid.
Yeah.
But, so how did it go after the mechanic? That we paid for the sensor to be fixed? It tanked fast for us, you guys. So if you're just joining us, hello and welcome. We are live and we are taking your questions. So we've got our handy dandy
Got the laptop here, and we will get to questions as quick as they pop up. If we miss the question, just ask it again and we'll get to it if we can.
This is really fun. I like this. So, because I'm going to film, we're going to do a video about the car, but we're going to do it. No, let's just do the update right now, and then we'll do a separate video talking about how we bought a car, because surprise, no spend week included a new car for us.
Yeah, new used car.
It was emotional. That's why no dinner vlogs went up this week, right, Tegan?
That, and we had like 3 sick days in there where we were just like, I'm not even hungry. Let's
It was
not eat.
crackers for dinner and bananas, so we figured that would not be a good dinner vlog.
So dinner vlog will review, or what do you call it?
We'll resume.
Resume
this
week.
Yeah. Yep. Dinner vlog's coming back this week, guys. We had a major off week, and it was just that. But 5 good days on no spend. So things I
see
liked.
people on there, but no questions. So this might be like a 4-minute video.
Just say hi, you guys. Say hi if you come on. Otherwise, we'll just tell you about our week. You said hi. Anyway, so we, the car, okay, we've had our van for almost 9 years, you guys, like 8.5 years, the same van we've had forever and that we love. Hello, Debtisdum. And
I've done 95.9% of our own maintenance.
It's been awesome. We've
Hello, Morgan.
loved, hi, Morgan. We have loved this van like crazy, like become really attached to it. But the mechanic was like, the sensor.
Hello from Ireland. Hey, wait, stop. So what time is it in Ireland?
Linda.
Just curious. Anyway, continue on.
So we've loved this van for almost 9 years, guys. We've become really attached to it. He's done all the maintenance on it, minus a couple trips to mechanic shop. But overall, it's been a great van. We've just been, it's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, wow.
Probably in the morning.
That's what my guess is.
10 a.m. And it's, this guy's done a great job. He's YouTube self-taught how to repair cars, which has saved us so much money.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock at night. They're not too far ahead of us
it's 10
then.
p.m., but they're probably the next day.
Probably the next day.
Yeah. That's so cool, Linda. Anyway, and then the mechanic was like, guys, the sensor is the beginning of your transmission.
No, well, so we had light came on. We took it in, had it diagnosed. They said it's a switch for the quack on the transmission. I don't know all that lingo. So we paid to have that fixed because it wasn't running right.
Sunday.
Oh, wow,
you
okay.
are same day. Okay.
So we had that fixed. We got it back, drove it for not even a day, and the light came back on through the same code. So we took it back in because now it's a warranty issue because they just replaced it.
And our mechanic is awesome.
And we have an awesome mechanic, so they replaced it again, and then he kind of pulled us aside and was kind of giving us the stern, like, there's other issues here. It's the beginning of the end. And so it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like one of those things you guys need to think about, like, the van's worth like $1,500, and you're gonna have to decide if you want to put a $3,000 transmission in a $1,500 van.
And the girls were crying, and I was crying, and Zoe wouldn't talk to us because she didn't want us to get rid of it.
So we're like, okay, well, think about it, because that's a big investment right at the moment. So we get in the van after they put the new sensor in it, and it was the worst drive home ever. It was shimmying, it was shaking, it was knocking, it was making all kinds of things that it normally didn't do, and I'm assuming because of the new parts they put in it.
We got questions coming, babe.
Okay.
So let's wrap this up real quick. So
there you go.
Anyway, so what had happened, you guys, push came to shove. We ended up going to the mechanic. The car was fixed, so there was a low, a high, it was fixed, and then a low when we found out we have to make a big decision. And so then we started car shopping. So that's what we've done. So Mama got a new to us van, which we weren't planning on. It's not a surprise, but we wanted to pay cash. We weren't able to completely pay cash for it. So it's funny because the first question is, what baby step are you on? How long will it take? Well, now we have 2 cars on baby step 2. However, the video coming up, you guys, we're gonna turn around and film it right after we turn off this camera, and it is how to buy a good used vehicle. So we have a lot of tips for you. We're super excited with what we got, and it isn't brand new. Don't worry, it's not brand new. Like it's in our budget, but it's not brand new. So we don't buy brand new cars.
Okay, so we get into questions?
Okay, so let's move on. Yay! So, homemaker hand guide. Are you guys on baby step 2? Do you know how long it will take? How do you deal with debt if you don't know all of the debt that you have? Like past medical, etc. Just start with the credit score? Question mark. Excellent question. Okay, darling. So.
Sounds like you got this one.
Well, you can answer too. This is like the olden days.
I know.
I feel like we're much older this time. We've aged a lot. Okay, so we are on baby step 2. Yes, and we might be here for a little bit because we have 2 cars to debt snowball. Nothing that is like ridiculous amounts and car payments, but it is debt that we have to pay off. So we are in baby step 2. We do not know how long it will take. We are hoping to have both cars paid off like within 18 months. Hopefully sooner, but like 18 months.
The part of that question that says, how do you deal with debt if you don't know all the debt you have? I don't understand that one.
So you got to pull out all your bills.
Are you talking about like maybe you went into the doctor and had a bunch of medical and you haven't got bills for that medical treatment, maybe, let's say?
Or I'm thinking maybe you just don't open your bills. That's a good place to start.
Yeah, definitely.
Because sometimes you don't want to open it if you are worried about the amount, right? So this is what I would do. I would, saving for your first house. Okay, focus. So I would get all your bills out, write them all down, start a list and who you owe and then the amount. And if you don't know them, get them and find them. Pulling your credit score is a great way to find out all of your debt so that nothing is hidden.
I just haven't kept up with the bills for so long and was not on track. Yeah, you need to get on track then.
Get on track, girl. So pull them all out. Lay them all out on the table.
Write them all down.
Write them all down until you know that you have everything, because there is freedom in it once you confront reality. Like once you're like, okay, it was either worse than I thought or better than I thought, but you can do it. So that's what I would do. Pull them all out, write them all down, and definitely pull your credit score. You can
credit score you can do like every quarter. If you there's 3 different?
Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion.
There you go.
And you can get a free report every 4 months, every year. 1 free credit report every year. So you could pull your credit from you could pull them all at the same time, or you could pull it every 4 months.
Yeah, if you did it every 4 months, it would be free. You wouldn't have to pay for it, and it would help you out.
But she wants to know, we want you to write down, I would want you to write down all of your amounts. So whatever you need to do to get those amounts.
Any suggestions for saving for my first house by Bernita?
Yes, so you want 20% down, girlfriend. Bernita, Cooper, 20% down, save, as much as you can. Work really, really hard. Get at least your 20% down because it gets you out of the PMI, which is a bummer if you have
And
to
with the
pay.
market the way it is in the last house we've got that we're in right now, mortgage lending has changed a ton. And so most of the loans out there require you to have at least like 10% anyway, if I remember right.
3.5% is mandatory. I
That's
don't know
what it
where
was.
you live, darling. It might be different than where we're at in Oregon, but interest rates have gone up a ton too. Just don't fear purchase. Don't purchase a house out of fear. Like there's so many good things with rentals too. Especially I know rent is really, really high right now, but it's still cheaper than a really high mortgage. So rent as long as you can, save up your 20% because if you go, we've had houses where we were cash poor, our first house we bought, and we couldn't even afford to like put in grass and because the payment was so high and we stretched ourselves and you don't want that. So don't do that. Okay.
All right.
You guys are the reason that I have my third daughter, right?
Yep, because I watched your envelope system video and was able to learn how to live on one income. Oh
Nicole.
yeah.
So you're home right now, girlfriend, with you have three girls. We know what that's like. Mostly it's fun. It is fun.
Moving
It's a
on.
good life. That's exciting.
Roberta, do you have your business as sole proprietorship or LLC to save on taxes? Sole proprietorship.
We did have an LLC.
But we changed over to sole proprietorship because it saves better in taxes. And she is the owner of the company.
But I'm betting I will go LLC. Well, we were LLC with Little Row. Oh, okay.
It was
I guess
a
sole
sole
proprietor,
proprietor.
girl. I thought we were LLC.
Thought about it, but then we talked to our attorney and stuff, and it all went sole proprietor because a woman owner, you get better tax credit,
Yes.
better tax breaks.
Hello, Morgan. You've got 3 girls too? Oh yeah.
High
It's
fives.
the three girl party. Tried talking him into one more girl. He was like, I have 3 weddings to pay for. No
You know
more girls.
You know how much estrogen is in this house on a daily basis?
But you
for
know
women.
what? It has made you so patient. You're like a saint.
Mm.
All dads of girls, especially dads of only girls, have you noticed, guys? They're like 1 in a million. They're
Chillest people ever.
Those are the guys I talk to, like in craft stores and grocery stores, because they're so patient. I love the questions. So
Any more questions?
keep them coming, guys. We love them.
There we go. Okay, I have 2 LLC, and I thought I would receive more savings. Does woman save more on taxes if they own the business? Yes.
Women do.
Yes.
So the woman wants to be 51% owner,
Ownership,
right?
yes.
Yes.
And that
Yes,
needs to
yes.
be drawn up in your contract with probably your attorney. That's how ours was done.
Yep.
So,
And so what we learned with tax deductions, girlfriend, is you want your deductions, well,
your write-offs. You have to keep all your receipts and stuff
have-
and itemize all of your
yeah,
write-offs.
you save the most money on taxes when you have a lot of write-offs.
And when we started the business is when we finally hired a tax CPA person, and we would just kept everything. I organized it all, dumped it on their plate, and they took care of it and called if they had questions. And
Yeah, we were.
yeah, that was way up here over the head when I started getting the business taxes. Wasn't gonna do it.
We were turbo tax people for a long, long time. Then a business came in and we're not doing it anymore. Okay.
Hey
Becky
guys,
Bolin.
so glad to see the deck kicking the Sunday return. This is so awesome. I know, right?
YouTube Live is cool. Can you guys hear us okay?
Hope so.
I hope so too.
Yes, my uncle has 8 girls. Yes, they are very patient. Yeah.
I love it.
Roberto,
Okay.
thank you. You're welcome. I'll do
Roberta.
that. Perfect.
Should I tackle student loan debt and then save for the house? I feel like I will be paying the loans off forever.
Well, you'd be able to afford more of a house because you'd have more down payment if you had more
Well,
money to set aside.
Okay, so what we want to do is advise you to write down all your debts, right? And then pay them off in the order of smallest to largest, regardless of what your interest rate is. Because you pay off that smaller debt, and then it gives you the motivation to get to that second debt, and then the third debt, and then the fourth debt, or whatever, however many debts you have. As tempting as it is, trust me, guys, We have some payments and we're comparing them, but you really have to stick to the smallest debt because you'll get the fastest traction, momentum, and that will carry you. And then you start your snowball into the next debt, and then that snowballs into the next debt.
So Chloe, have you thought of retirement and how much you really need? Right now they say.
Oh, wait. Bernita. So that was how to tackle your student loan debt and then save for the house. I don't know. Can you do both at the same time? Can you have your debts being paid off over here and save for the house? Because more than likely when you purchase your house, your debt snowball is going to slow way down.
That's why it's on the list.
What would we
farther
have
down.
done?
We would pay off the debt.
I would have paid off my student loan before we bought a house. We didn't do that.
We didn't do that,
It took us
but
a long time to pay off our
hindsight,
student loans.
we would have done that. Okay. So Chloe, girl, 29, have you thought of retirement and how much you really need? Right now they say over $1 million. What do you think?
So
I think that you need, if you're thinking about retirement or you're planning for retirement or you're putting money aside for retirement, you need to go talk to a financial advisor. You need to find a good, reliable, heart of a teacher person that will not lie to you and give it to you straight as it is. They will ask you a bazillion questions, and basically what they're looking for is your lifestyle, what your goals are, and when you want to retire, and how much you think you need to live on, if you're going to have a mortgage, if you're not going to have a mortgage, if you're going to travel, if you're not. Basically ask you a million questions, and then they tell you, hey, here's a window of what we think you need to retire at this age. And then they, you know, if
and
you
they
agree
help
to
you
it,
out with that.
and if it is $1 million, or if it's 500,000, or if it's $4.5 million, they say, okay, if you start today, this is how much you need to save every month to hit that goal by 50, 60, 55, or whatever.
It's awesome.
That's
Dave Ramsey's ELPs we've had the best luck with in the retirement realm of talking to people. So go on his website, search ELPs on the, I think it used to be on the right side of his website. And you can find a financial advisor that has the credentials. We have one that we really, really love. So,
but you need to start with them, because if you just think, oh, I need $1 million, then I'm going to save $5 a month or whatever, they're gonna put you in a plan and a place that take care of all that.
Well, and 15% typically, right? So set aside 15%, baby step 4.
True, unless you're in a position where you need to make up time and you can financially make up time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, everybody's situation is different. Age is different. Whether you have 8 girls at home and 8 weddings to pay for.
Yeah. So Claire Mallows.
I'm from the UK. How awesome,
So glad
Claire.
you guys are back.
Yay!
Morgan Zimmerman. I'm new to your channel. Welcome. Can you do a brief intro / what your business is? Big Dave Ramsey fan here.
Welcome, Morgan.
What's up?
So we've been on YouTube for 8 years.
For
Almost
345 years.
We've almost hit 1,000 videos, you guys, which is crazy. We hit 1 million watch minutes. We've just recently turned over 1 million. Yeah. So okay, Morgan. Our background is we started YouTube when we were getting out of debt the first time, and we had 2 little girls at the time, and now we have 2 big girls and 1 little girl, which is our debt-free baby, Tennessee. She's almost 5, and we are on this with you guys, and we love it. So my business has recently changed. I was in clothing and retail. I work from home. We are in a position where we need to have a second income, like a lot of people in the world. And Paris, hi from Paris.
I know, right?
I want to go there. And so I needed a job at home so I can run our kids. I want to be there to drop them off and pick them up. And I've been able to do that for 14 years. So anyway, so now we have used essential oils. So we own together. I'm sharing my doTERRA business with my husband.
We're together.
We run this. I help other mamas and women learn how to live a natural life, more natural. All 3 of our girls are celiac, so gluten-free, dairy-free, paleo pretty much diet. And so there's a lot of sickness in this world, and it's so fun to be able to help people.
We have our Etsy shop. We have all that kind of stuff. We do.
So we have an Etsy shop. We make cash envelopes, which you guys are keeping us busy, that we had to temporarily close the shop so we can get caught up. Then we'll reopen the Etsy shop, and but really the oils, and that's my gig, and I love it. This guy has an outside job from our house. He's outside from the home.
I just drive around all day and make it look like I'm busy. Come home kind of tired. And be like, oh, rough day.
Oh, Roberta, I love that question. Okay.
So hopefully it answers this. Claire, back to Claire.
Claire,
what would you say are your most have cash envelopes for someone to have people may forgot about, or just that you feel helped you to stay on track and getting out of debt?
We had, girlfriend, that's a great question. We had
Boom.
like 24 envelopes.
If you watch our earlier videos,
We
it was
did.
like, cool.
We had an envelope for everything.
Everything.
So, okay, must have cash envelopes.
Food, gas,
Groceries,
Groceries.
gas.
probably some play if you have it in your
Fun
budget.
money.
Fun money.
You want that for both of you, however many are doing your budget.
Emergency fund, obviously.
But that's a sinking fund.
Yeah.
So the envelopes that we use on a day-to-day basis is groceries, gas, and fun money. Those are pretty much our only, I want to do envelope stuffing videos, guys, but our envelope stuffing right now is it's not very crazy because that's it. So we, but yeah, so you just kind of adjust, add cash envelopes to, whenever you need it, and take away cash envelopes when you no longer need it. But those are the ones that we use weekly, and then we have sinking fund cash envelopes. And so those...
Yeah, your weekly and your sinking are like, we have like 3 or 4 weekly, then like a bazillion sinking.
Yeah, so sinking funds envelopes are like our emergency fund. We've recently moved that to the bank though. So
yeah, like if you need tires on the car, say in the spring, you'd stick a little bit in there. If you need, I don't know, yard maintenance stuff on a monthly basis, you'd throw $10 or something in there.
Christmas,
birthdays,
think of those gotchas.
Vacations.
You said car maintenance. That seems to get us. Just anything that you need to save money. So you take your amount, like if you want $300 for Christmas, you would divide that by how many months until Christmas or until next year's Christmas, and then you would set that aside in a sinking fund every month. I hope that makes sense, girl.
How do you say her name?
Mazarine.
Hi from Paris.
I don't know. I'm
Welcome.
saying your name wrong because I know it's far more beautiful than the way I'm saying it. Hi, Daisy. Roberta, I thought about selling doTERRA because I use it. Is it hard to sell? Where do you sell them? It is not hard because we've loved these oils for 6 years, guys. So we're just sharing something we're really passionate about. However, with any business, it is consistency and it is work. It is a lot of work. You own a business. It isn't like a free ticket to be a stay-at-home mama. Like,
no.
There's times you do dinner a lot. He's a lot in the dinner vlogs because I'm working or whatever.
The good news is your house typically smells pretty fresh.
Smells so good.
With all the
and
my kids, they're like little potpourri dishes running around the house. Each one of them has their own smell.
I love oils, you guys, so much. So it's easy for me, and our business is growing, and a lot of you have contacted me, which is super exciting. Okay.
Mazarine, yes, I love your channel. Thank you. Well, thank you right back. Claire,
you've been with us for a long time, girl.
I love your cash envelopes back a few years ago. I'd never seen so many before. I know. I mean, overkill probably. Yeah, we're nerds. Yeah.
I felt like we needed all those cash envelopes because we needed to wrangle it in. Like, we needed to pull it in, and those envelopes, I am visual. He is not. So...
Right up here.
My visual self needed to have all those envelopes. Okay?
But the good thing is when you have that many, there's not a lot of gotchas, and there's always money there.
That is.
Or whatever, so.
And it's the best feeling when you've been saving for Christmas all year, and you go to pull out that envelope when you see something you want for your kids, or Black Friday, or whatever. Don't go crazy on Black Friday.
Yeah, Claire said her next comment says it got you out of debt. Yep.
It's the best feeling ever.
Jackie, you want to read Jackie there?
Jackie, I'm so glad y'all brought back Debt-Free Sundays. I missed it. You were so motivated when I was first starting out. I was so happy to watch you celebrate your milestones. Now you get to watch us and celebrate again because
2.0.
that is life, guys. Like, we do have some debt to pay off, but
It's life.
we haven't forgot these principles.
Nope.
And we go back to them, and we might fail at things like No Spend Week, but we go back to it and we just keep trying.
We didn't fail. The van failed.
The van, but why did it do it on?
Because we made a No Spend Week and the van was listening.
Anyway, we got a great van, you guys. We got a good replacement car. We got rid of our old one. The dealer paid us good for it. So anyway, the car, so we are on baby step 2, guys. If you're just joining, we are on baby step 2, and we have some debt to kick, which is okay because we have a plan. So tips when you're getting out of debt. How do you make a plan? Because it can be really disheartening to look at that amount you have to pay off and think it's going to take forever. So how do people start getting out of debt?
Take a nap. Take a nap.
No.
Yeah.
No. You go to work.
Take a nap, then you go to work. But you got to have a plan. I mean, we've had a plan, did it before, and we took that DVD out and we put that DVD back in, and we're running the playbook again.
Daisy says, do not go to Target.
Yeah,
that's right.
Or Hobby
girl.
Lobby.
Target cannot be an envelope. I guess it can be an envelope, but if I had a cash envelope
As long
for
as
Target,
there's not as much money going in that as there is in everything else.
I did do this for a while. I was like, honey, I gotta go get our toiletries because I have, a Target envelope. And then he was like,
we have no toilet paper, but I got new pictures on the wall. Like, that doesn't do me a lot of good, you know what I mean?
yeah, that's funny. I don't even know if I can't go in Target. With no money is the only way I can go into Target and walk around.
So you gotta have a plan. You just gotta have a plan.
Yep, so have a plan. Don't feel discouraged. That's why we have this community. You guys are awesome.
I am with Claire. Miss these videos. I'm so excited for weekly motivation and hard truths. Love you guys. That's what it's all about. It's life. It's gonna kick you. It just depends if you're gonna get back up or not.
Yes, that crazy Jack. Print off a chart to watch your progress. It's motivating.
Yep.
Yes, so...
There's Dr. Peak.
It's not Doctor. It's not Doctor. He's going to change his name.
I know. No, he's not. He knows I'm joking. Sylvia, how long have you guys been on baby step 2? I don't know. I never really paid attention. How long
I think when we brought a business in. So my previous business, guys, was we built a 6-figure business in 11 months. But with that 6-figure, I feel like that's kind of just skewed. It cost a lot.
Expense.
There was a lot of expenses, and so we accumulated some business debt with that.
You had to spend money to make money.
Yes. So business debt has been taken care of. Praise God. And now we're just focusing. I feel like this is a season of focusing on good cars. I was really proud of us. We had a truck we bought for business.
We bought a lot of stuff for the business.
It makes me cringe, to hear myself or other people say I bought it for business. Because that is for me, it was okaying debt because it was going to this other thing that was making money. And that is not true. That is a lie. I mean, it might be true for you, but it was a lie for me. And we just, thank gosh, we got out of that business without any debt by the skin of our teeth, you guys.
We came out ahead. All of our business stuff, we came out ahead.
We sold that business truck that was $45,000, and we turned around and bought a $13,000 pickup. So there were some hard choices, but we got out. We escaped it. And so you guys can do it too. I know you can.
Okay. Peak. Hello, guys. How are you? Daisy. Haha. Perfect. Sylvia.
How long?
How long do you have left? I'm assuming with baby step 2.
Yeah. So Sylvia, what we're doing on baby step 2? You asked how long we have left, darling.
18 months or less.
Our goal is 18 months to get both of our cars paid off.
But my guess is it's going to happen sooner.
I think so. I think the fire that we have in our bellies.
You know why? Because we took a nap.
We did not. We are working hard is why. So it's hard to tell. What you do is you work your baby steps and you do your budget and you pay your bills, and then anything left after that is what you throw at your debt. So we are just focusing on getting our debt snowball up as much as we can to throw at our debt, and who knows how long.
So we'll go back to starving the kids. We just won't feed them.
You're right. They're teenagers now.
They're all if they're not munching on something, they're sick. It took me a long time to get an emergency fund set, but it's there.
That's right,
and
Roxanne.
Growing.
I love
Good job.
it. And you know what? It's there to use. Don't be discouraged if you have to use your emergency fund. It's there to use. You just have to replace it when you do use it.
Sylvia, thank you for your motivation and encouragement. You are a great inspiration. You know what? thank you, but we're just telling it how it is.
This is
you know what I mean?
fun.
This is life.
I've missed you guys.
It's good to see people, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully we're transparent to you guys, but it is what it is.
Yep. How do you balance, Becky Bolin, how do you balance overtime work with family time? Any rules you all live by? How much is too much? Okay, so
When I work overtime,
that's what I've struggled with the most. That's why I'm laughing.
when I work overtime, I try to keep it to just a couple hours a day because I already work. Because I work 4 10s, so if I work too much overtime, I'm gone for a long time of the day. And so by the time I get home, kids are in bed, yada yada. So I try to limit
But
overtime.
you don't
to
get a
couple
lot
hours.
of overtime.
I don't.
I think it's the business hours that we put in. So how do we balance business and family? I'm going to reword that, okay? Because overtime is so little, honestly, for us. How we balance business and family. We involve our kids into the business. They had a lot of fun when we did LuLaRoe. That was they shipped packages and wrote notes to customers, and it was just that was a really cool season in our life. But we involve the kids in business. We communicate. We over communicate with our kids. And then as parents, I think if you're paying attention, your kids will tell you everything you need to know. If they get short and snippy and tired, they want you. Like,
and a nap.
You have to look, and that's the most guilty feeling, is like looking at each other and saying, our kids are acting like this because
we're thin.
Because they miss us.
Yep.
Or we're stretched too thin and we're short and we need to change something.
Everybody's different. Like we can't tell you, oh, you can only do 3 hours a day or 5 hours on the weekend. That's for you guys to figure out.
And when people are like, should I go into business? Oh, it got windy. Or do I have room for an oil business in my life or any other sales business from home? And I always sit them down and I say, look at your schedule, write down your schedule right now on a calendar. And do you have time to work that business in your schedule right now? Or could you find time? Because that is when I work. When the girls are at school, during nap time, in the evening sometimes, when he's home and we kind of pass off. We do kid pass off. There's a book that I read that's called Readers Are Leaders, you guys. That's not the name of the book, but I felt like a victim until I started reading books, and now I'm addicted to them, and it's helping me balance so much better. So Present Over Perfect is a book that I have read. That's a good one for mamas. All right.
I need to get motivated again. Glad you guys are back. You're welcome, Tanya. Hopefully we help.
Yay.
The Zim 4. Hey.
You guys go way back.
Daisy, I'm trying to get 1 month ahead on my mortgage right now. That's awesome.
That is awesome because
that can be a hard one to do.
Speaking of mortgages, you want to know what one of my short-term goals is for our mortgage is to get 1 month ahead so that we can get on an every 2-week pay cycle.
So you're paying half your mortgage every 2 weeks?
Because that pays off our mortgage.
Like 6 years, 8 years sooner.
7 years sooner.
That's close.
I think it's 7 years sooner. I mean, it's different for everybody's, but you can get on a mortgage calculator or on your own website where your mortgage is and figure it out. It typically doesn't cost any more money to get on every 2 weeks. You're just paying your mortgage every 2 weeks instead of once a month, and you pay it off faster. So that's a goal for us.
Back to Claire. You've done so much since you've got out of debt, changed your lives, etc. Is there anything you regret, or has it all just been a good learning curve? You know what? I wouldn't change a thing. People have commented that we're crazy, and if we're crazy, we're crazy. I think we're
like a lot of people in this world. I think that we're a lot. You know, we made a choice following Dave Ramsey's plan about 5 years ago, and we loved it and we loved the progress. But once we got out of debt, we were like, okay, it's time to live a little bit. We need to. We said no for so long. It's time to say yes to some things. And so we sold our house. We did a crazy thing, like we moved into a fifth wheel on a farm, and those are some of our kids' best times, memories. We were so squished, you guys, and I was probably the most unhappiest, but it made memories for our kids. I learned I'm not a farm person, and then we got a house after 7 months of it.
But I say you learn from your experiences. If you don't take the journey and take those experiences and do things, you really never know what you're about and what you can go through.
And although the baby steps are important in getting out of debt, because you have more freedom, the more out of debt you are, is so important. But when you're 80 years old, are you going to look at that giant amount of cash in your account, or are you going to smile at the memories that you had? So
I think it's a little of both, but exactly.
yes, we want
wanna
the security and we want the memories, but don't go so.
You don't want to
Don't
be an
become
80-year-old.
so focused that you're a billionaire but you've never experienced life. That's what I'm saying.
There you go. Okay, I think we got so many comments here. Okay, Mark, I haven't watched you guys for a while. I thought you hit debt free together. We would hit debt free together. Did we, or we're going to?
Mark, we did become debt free, and then we bought some cars.
I thought we would hit
Some
debt
used
free
cars.
together. Okay.
So we are on it again. We have like an 18-month plan, if not sooner.
Jackie, we had to use some of our emergency fund to put down on our house, so we were on baby step 3 again. We were hoping to pay off our mortgage in 12 years or so. $267,000 to go. Good for you, Jackie. That's
love
awesome.
that. That is so awesome, especially hearing the amount. Because you guys that live in like Texas, I said we need to move to Texas or Idaho because real estate is dirt cheap.
Because we could have bought 3 houses for what we paid for this house.
We paid a lot in Oregon. It's so expensive here. Jackie, we're similar to the amount that you have on your mortgage. And it is powerful to know that even though that amount is higher, that with a plan, you can pay your mortgage off. Really, if you just become focused, you can pay it off a lot quicker.
Karina, greetings from Frankfurt, Germany.
How
Sweet.
cool.
Amy's, I don't know, Amy's
Slimming Life. Hi from Scotland.
Thank you for sharing your journey. You're welcome.
That's awesome.
Sandy, hey guys, thanks for the motivation you provide. I love the videos. Well, we love you guys back. That Crazy Jack.
I love that name.
We pay bi-weekly and love it.
Yes, bi-weekly mortgage.
We are trying to get there.
That Crazy Jack, how many years do you think it's going to shave off of your mortgage? I want to know.
I don't think that you are crazier than the rest of us,
Right.
Jackie.
We're all a little crazy.
Claire, I'm the same as Daisy. I want to be 1 month ahead on both mortgage and bills. That's a great place to be.
Yeah.
Jackie, we live on an island near Savannah, Georgia. That's cool.
Wow, I did not know.
I didn't know there was islands over there.
Near Savannah. I always wanted to live in Georgia.
Mark, yes, I saw back when you took a big chance with the 5th wheel. I thought that was crazy, but I'm sure you had real family memory that your kids will tell about. And tell them about the grandkids.
Yeah, and the reason why we got that 5th wheel, you guys, we thought it would be a transition. Like real estate was really ridiculously high, so we sold our house. We moved into that 5th wheel and we were paying rent to a friend, thinking that we would find our farm or our property.
So
during
we were
that
putting
time.
like huge chunks of like mortgage payment amount of money aside every month, and we thought we would use this to make a huge down payment on property.
And that we would buy the property, live in the 5th wheel while we fixed it up, and then use it as our transition.
But the
So
problem
our
was that was when the market was doing. It wasn't like this. That's when the market went like this.
When was that? That was 2016, 2 years ago.
I mean, it went to the point where we had to spend $500,000 to get like 1 acre with a tear down house on it. And it was just like, this is never going to happen.
No, and that 5th wheel kept getting smaller and smaller. So we were able to consign that 5th wheel. We actually made more money, which I wouldn't advise, but we did make more money selling it than what we paid for it. So it was all good.
Oh boy. So, C. Fultz, what's up, Las Vegas
Las
here?
Vegas.
Yeah.
Hey, if we ever want to travel on a budget, look at all of these places we could go. We'll just come stay with you guys.
Roberta, do you in full your mortgage every 2 weeks or half? And would the same payment method work for a car?
Yes.
I would
don't
assume
know.
so.
For a car, how we handle cars, my friend, is we just throw as much as we can at it.
Well, if it's in the right. Well, for us, that's the only debt we got. So, but if you had mortgage or student loans and
If
credit
you had
cards and all that, you'd have to go up
Yes.
the lowest to the highest.
Yes. And then we are currently not paying bi-weekly. It's a goal, but we've got more. We need to get our ducks in a row. So actually what we need to be able, I was hoping by January to be able to be paying bi-weekly because you have to have a mortgage payment in the bank. You have to be 1 month
You have to be basically
ahead
mortgage ahead.
so
yeah.
that you're not, so you can still eat and stuff and switch to that bi-weekly. So.
All right, Peachy Chica. Hello.
Chica.
Anna from Orange County, California. I don't know what that is.
Have you heard of YNAB? Any thoughts on using that versus I have not. I don't know what YNAB. Darling, tell us what that is.
And then is a planner?
Is a planner. Hi guys, I used to watch you all the time when you first started right through to when you became sporadic with videos. I'm so glad to see you guys back. Yes, we moved into that 5th wheel and
Basically, went quite a while without internet, to be honest with you.
yeah. Imagine living with 5 people in a tiny space.
With dial-up internet.
With videos were just not.
We would shoot a video and we would hit like upload when we went to bed, and when we got up in the morning, it'd be like 65%.
It would. But I also felt like we needed that time away from YouTube, you guys. I just wanted to focus, and I wanted to use that time to grow and just kind of be quiet. So we checked out from social media for a while there.
Sarah, I'm a teacher, but will work coffee on the weekends. Oh, so like work coffee like Starbucks or something for extra income.
Yay!
I recently finished baby step 2. Yay! And I'm thinking about quitting that extra job. I'm nervous.
That's awesome, girl. Well, keep it. If it's not
Well, keep it. If it's going to financially get you going where you need to go, it'd be awesome.
If it's not an inconvenience to you, keep that second job. Good for you, and bless you for being a teacher.
So then Sarah says, it will slow my next goals, but I'm also pretty exhausted for working so much. Any recommendations? Okay, well, I think we just answered that.
Okay. I don't know, girl. Sarah Elise, you're gonna have to sit down and figure out what your goals are, and if you're okay with obtaining those goals at a slower pace. Okay, that'll determine.
That crazy Jack. Honestly, I don't know how many years paying bi-weekly will shave off, but we line it up with our pay, and it's much easier. So bonuses of paying it off earlier is a plus. There you go.
That's right. And I don't even just want to pay our mortgage off 7 years early. Like, I want to hit it. I think that's a beautiful thing. Our baby steps before this round were like, it felt like we had to climb. Like, it just felt like an uphill battle. This time, coming into the baby steps, we're like, heck yeah, we're gonna pay off our mortgage. And we never really said that before. But this time, our goals are just bigger, and the fire is bigger to do it.
Yvonne, you are back live. Hi, from New Mexico.
Yay! New Mexico. You guys make me
want. Carlos, Brazil.
I want to travel.
Peachy Chica. You need a budget app. Okay, that's what that is.
Hang on. YNAB.
You need a budget.
You need a budget. Anybody do? You need a budget app. Let us know.
They have YouTube tutorials too. They're aligned with Dave Ramsey. Great.
You know what, girlfriend? We've taught, I don't know, like a dozen FPU classes in our church and some teen classes, and Dave Ramsey's system and method works for us. I don't know. Because once you memorize those 7 baby steps, it's simple just to kind of adopt them and replay them in your mind.
So it looks like Mark is replying to Sarah, and he says, I'd say don't quit the second job until the emergency fund is fully loaded. We work second jobs and have for 5 years. We love our jobs, so it's a real bonus.
There you go. There you go. If you love what you do, then keep doing it. That's right. I love that.
And Peachy says, based on our current money and sinking funds.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't imagine. I would just be screaming. I think he's talking about the trailer, the fifth wheel. It was an experience, guys. We were screaming. I was screaming most days. And we were homeschooling during that time.
Definitely needed a nap.
We went to Starbucks. We were in Starbucks the other day, and there was a mama sitting there, and she had all 6 of her babies lined up around the table in the Starbucks, and they had their workbooks out, and they all had their special drinks, and mama was sitting there with her planner open, and I said, bless you. I homeschooled for 1 year, and it was the hardest experience. Rewarding, so good for our family, but it was the hardest darn thing I have ever done, and it made her smile. It's like, homeschooling mamas, you need to hear that. Do we have any other homeschoolers? Any other parents homeschool? It was fun. I liked getting like all of the curriculum figured out. I'm a type A person, so that I just thrived on. Our schoolroom was so cute. And then we decided to sell and go into a trailer. Remember our camp trailer we lived in for 7 weeks, and we homeschooled with no slide outs. It was 24 feet.
It was like 150 square feet with 5 people.
For 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
And we homeschooled, and it was raining most of the time.
Yeah.
Jackie homeschools. Awesome, girl. Jean Lee, you made it. Hey, girlfriend. But you know what? I'm starting to smile at those memories, and I think you are too.
Because they're far enough back that they're not a nightmare, they're a memory now.
I get emails a lot, you guys, about people saying, we're thinking about going into a trailer and selling everything we own. What should we do? And I tell the good parts, but I really tell the hard parts too. I think it's important.
I think if you have your own property,
yeah,
and it was just Christine and I, and the kids were grown up and moved on, wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah.
But the kids were just, they need their space.
They do.
They can't touch each other. and can't sleep next to each other for that long, and they needed their space.
And when you sleep in a small space and one person's awake, then nobody sleeps because you hear that one person. And when one person walks up to go to the bathroom, like the trailer shakes and you all wake up.
So when it was summertime and I'm getting up to go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, making all this noise, and they're trying to sleep in because it's summertime, it just wasn't working.
It made for a lot of cranky parents. That's why we didn't do YouTube.
Tanya, God bless homeschoolers. I wish I had it in me.
I know.
Yep.
I know. And you know what? I think if we had stayed in our house, it would have worked better. But then our girls, two of them are really social, and they were missing that a lot. And I was missing that. So it all worked out. She's an introvert, Zoe, so she did great. She could have done it forever, been homeschooled. And she said it was easier than regular school. So it backfired.
Jean Lee, I homeschooled 4. That's
awesome.
You're
girl.
a saint, Jean. Jean Lee, hi. Hello.
How do you feel about tiny homes now?
Love them.
I do. I still look at them and I'm like, oh, honey, if it was just us. We talk about a tiny home like having it as like a vacation.
Yeah, we've talked about
destination.
Buying one or building one and putting it on a small piece of property for like a vacation spot.
But the reality, it's true. The kids get larger and bigger and they grow. Even though our girls are small, it's hard. It's hard to fit 5 people in such a tiny
Go back to the beginning of this video when I said there's a lot of estrogen in this house. Think of that in a small box.
Yeah. But I still think they're cool. We actually were almost on HGTV. I don't think you guys knew that. I don't think we told you. We had an episode on an HGTV show to build a tiny house. And then we backed out and bought the 5th wheel. So...
Is that a wrap?
Jean Lee, she did K through 12 with her kiddos. You're amazing, girl. It brought our family together so much better. It was good for us. We had a lot of fun. I'm glad we got some vlogs because we look back on our vlogs with homeschooling, like when I did the Spanish unit, and those are just, I was a really cool homeschool mom.
It was like Taco Tuesday for like a week.
It was
awesome.
It was fun.
Mark, I saw you guys did a no spend week. I do a spend blitz. I'm good with the budget, but then every so often a spend. Oh.
Hang on, you're talking and it's all running together.
Okay.
Mark, I saw that you did a no spend week. I do a no spend week. I'm good with the budget, but then every so often a spend blitz hits me. It could derail us, but I have to plan for my personality. At least you're honest, right? Yeah, and I think that, gosh, we are human and we're going to spend money. Like that is just in us. And so it's how you do it though that matters. Like we got creative and thrifted a lot of clothes. So if like it wasn't just going and spending and racking up credit cards to go get clothes, it was a real need, and we'd buy $5 jeans at the consignment shop. And so it's just different now. But you know what? We go through the mall, like pre-Dave Ramsey, like when it was really, really bad. We were partly really bad because I would just spend money on clothes, baby clothes, whatever. That was my fix. That's what made me feel good temporarily. I'd put it on credit cards, and we went to the mall last night to like go to eat, and there was too many people. I'm like, I can't even do the mall. Like I hate shopping now. I hate it. So I guess it's a good thing with doing a budget. It helps you realize your strengths, your weaknesses, what's really important to you, and being in a mall is not important to me anymore. Okay, C. Fultz, a question. Let's say my mortgage is $1,000 a month or $500 every 2 weeks, like a lot of people talk about. On top of that, I pay an extra $1,000 a month or $500 every 2 weeks. Will that math work out in favor of the 2 week?
So it sounds like you're making 2 mortgage payments a month.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, that would work out.
That's awesome, first. And second, you want to make sure that it's going towards your principal and not the interest. So when you make those payments, you have to, we just learned this, right?
You got to set it up with your mortgage company
have
to make sure that it goes to where it needs to go.
Yeah, because you don't want it to go towards interest or your, what do you call that? Reserves.
Escrow.
Escrow. You want it to go to your principal.
Jean Lee, God is amazing. Yep.
Yes, he is.
Good one, Mark.
Has delivered us from so many things. And
the Boxer Pup family.
Oh, Melissa.
What's going down?
No way.
Right
Where?
there. Just stop by to say hi. This is the Melissa Boxer Pup family.
Melissa, I miss you. I miss you. How are you, girlfriend?
Are you going to do crafty and woodwork things again? Well, maybe. Right?
We have a lot of business going on right now.
We do, and there might be some man glitter in there somewhere.
There is. So our house looks like an essential oil storm. Like a tornado has blown up essential oil bottles all over, and all in the kids' rooms, in our room, in our bathroom, next to our beds, in the kitchen. Like there's just oil bottles everywhere because we use them like 18 oils a day. Actually, I probably use more than that. But so I'm like, honey, I need you to design these trays and these holders for me to hold my oils so that they are at least look pretty. If I'm going to put them out, they need to look pretty. So he is building a bunch of essential oil holders, which is exciting. So if essential oils are your jam, that's what he's working on now. How do you feel about furniture, like building furniture?
I love building furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you talking about
But
to
you're
sell?
kind of just doing little projects right now. Why are
Yeah,
you
little
doing,
projects. Why am I not doing big furniture?
Yeah.
Because we're pretty booked up with all the furniture we need. I mean, are you asking for a new something?
No, I do have a list of furniture I want you to build me, but you were gung-ho with furniture, and then it just takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time, but I
big
mean,
pieces
all
of
the big
furniture.
pieces and stuff, we've pretty much got everything we need. I mean, there's a couple we need, but winter's coming.
Yep.
You know, things will
Winter.
slow down, and I can get out in the garage and make some glitter.
But I feel like it needs to be simple. Like, I don't know, we're in this season of simplifying. Everything needs to be simple. I don't know. So hopefully you get back to furniture, but I don't know. We don't have the space either, like for you to make tables, and if it doesn't sell. So anyway, I'm answering your question. It was for
Whatever,
you.
dude. Claire, one of the best tips. I'll let you read because I read too fast.
Claire, Jean says retail therapy. Yep, shopping. Claire, one of the best tips we learned from you guys was to get the hubby to hide some money envelopes. Because if the cash is there, I would spend it. That's why our emergency fund.
High five!
That's why our emergency fund has to go to the bank. Because if it's in the house, I will sniff that out like chocolate and find it.
Jean Lee, does Dave Ramsey have a program for single moms?
So
It's
how-
the same program
Yep.
for everybody.
So
yes.
how we advised in our FPU classes, girlfriend, you want to go through FPU. Everybody wants to go through FPU first. And so single mamas would just run the program on your own. We've actually had a lot of women go through the program where their husbands weren't on board and they were like, we're doing this. So they would run the finances themselves. Not that we would advise that ever, but just like your emergency fund based on your income, it's $1,000. What did Dave say? For $24,000 income and above.
It's
And then
$1,000 for
it's
24, and then it's
$500 for 24,000 yearly income and below. So you would just adjust your baby step one, but then your debt snowball and all that stuff would be the same.
Simple is better by C. Fultz. Jean Lee, thanks, Jackie. Look at that. You guys are chatting it up on the comments there.
I love it.
And you got Melissa. I'm enjoying your weekly meal videos. Seeing your faces again make me happy. And Instapot is on my Xmas list. Perfect.
I love it.
It's a lifesaver.
I love it. That's awesome. I'm going to go subscribe to your channel, girlfriend, because you have a channel. You have a channel. How cool. So no weekly meal videos this week because we've been doing so good.
We have.
And then I give you the reins. He's actually...
Whoa, Chief.
He does all the meal vlogs, guys.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's like editing them and...
So we're off like 3.5 days right now, and so only showing you guys 3 days. I'm just going to pick up the next 3 days and
It
do the
was
regular
rough
post on Friday.
I think that's what is making YouTube work so well right now for us, you guys, is we don't have any like expectations. There isn't like if we're off a week, we'll just catch up next week. Or you'll notice in our videos, sometimes I post 4 videos a week and sometimes I post none. So this no schedule is working really well
And
for
yes,
our crazy
we
life.
like meat.
Yeah. I love it. This is really fun. So we're going to try and keep these to an hour or less, you guys, every Sunday because we don't want to keep you any longer than we have to.
So you got 5 minutes and 56 seconds.
Yes. And then your questions, I love answering questions in this format. It's so simple. We'll just hang out again next Sunday and you guys can...
Jean Lee, I just
Aw.
found a new home church and they offer FPU.
Yay!
Sweet.
You know-
take take the opportunity and take advantage of that.
Yes.
Get on it.
When you guys buy FPU, you get a lifetime membership. Dave Ramsey's class, Financial Peace University, is what we're talking about. It's the class that we taught a lot of, and I've actually thought about going and being a student. So like, I just want to sit in the back row, take everything in, not necessarily lead the class.
Do you want to wear like fake goggles with the nose thing on it so no one recognizes us?
That's funny. Oh, that would be hilarious. So
I'd have
if
to
you
wear a wig.
are like going through a season where it's just really tough to get back in the groove, then you can retake the FPU class to catch your second wind or third wind or fourth wind, however long it takes you to do it, because this is a lifelong plan. I think you just never arrive. I think that I don't know, unless you're retired, it's probably easier to arrive, but
I would have to say that it's every family and every individual has their own plan, their own path that they're going to go down, and their own plan, and it's just on how you need to get there. Yep. Everyone's life's different. Not everybody's the same. A lot of people want to put you in the same box and make you do the same thing and same plan and same life, and it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't always work.
It's okay if you guys fall down, you get back up. We fall down, we get back up.
Yep. And it looks different based on your family. Some people don't have kids. Man, we would be.
And if I didn't have to feed 3 little minions, dude,
we would be triple millionaires. But then you have people who can't have babies. So, but they get to travel a lot. It's just a wash, you guys. You just make it work for you.
Claire, I wish we had FPU in the UK. It's really needed over here. Wow.
I do too, Claire. How did we advise people? Because you can get it online. You can purchase FPU online and have it shipped to you. Going through customs, I'm not sure how best thing to do, Claire, is you could call Dave Ramsey's.
I thought it was one of those things that he wouldn't ship over international.
But that was a long time ago, so I don't know if they're shipping international now.
Jean Lee, seasons have changed and we get busy, then we have to redo the plans. Flexibility is best.
That's
yep.
Right.
It's life.
That's right. Mark, aw. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Nice live chatting with you. My first live chat ever using my boyfriend's sign-in. So
great. So we've been talking Mark. It's not Bart. It's like Samantha or something.
If you guys, yes, we are going to do a Christmas budget video. That is a big one. Tips to save on your Christmas budget.
Basically, that's going to be sitting the kids down saying,
how to plan for Christmas. I'm writing it down right now.
You get bagel. Problem solved.
Film how to plan for Christmas. So if you guys, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss anything. You want to hit that bell next to the subscribe button. I'm pointing at you. That was weird. Anyway, so then the notifications. Your notifications are turned on, so when we post something new, you get it notified. There's a new video. Also, we are on Instagram. I will post the link down below this video, and so come hang out. Instagram is really fun, and also Facebook. We have a Debtisdum Facebook group. I love that page. It's one of my favorite places to be. So we are all over. You guys can hit the subscribe and come check us out on social media. And then come back, give us a thumbs up, because we love your thumbs ups on these videos. It is encouraging to us. Christmas video, film how to plan for Christmas, which is funny because we'll be able to tell you guys how we're going to do Christmas this year, and it's probably the leanest Christmas we've ever had. Not because it has to be, but because
we got a new plan this year.
I don't want a lot of stuff.
And we're going to try something different.
We are. But a lot of you do this already, so
yeah, I think we got this from them.
A lot of ideas.
Didn't we?
A lot of ideas on how we're going to do. And of course, pay cash for everything that you can for Christmas. Don't put on a credit card. I'm warning you guys because Black Friday, right? Those ads are starting to kind of come out. It's almost November 1st, and yeah. We need to do our budget.
What?
We need to do our November 1st budget. Oh man, and we need to vote. Our to-do list.
Go vote, people.
Go.
Side note, squirrel, vote. Oh, it's too late to register, but if you've registered, go vote.
Go vote and do your budget. Vote and budget priorities.
I think that's it. We got nothing else coming in there. Nothing hot on the wire. Let me check. Nope, nothing hot coming in.
Oh, you just get better with age. Okay, you guys, we're going to sign off. We're at 59 minutes, and we want to keep us under an hour. So come hang out with us next Sunday. We have some fun videos coming up this next week, and how to purchase a used car. Maybe we'll get those Christmas videos up. We have a fun pumpkin patch vlog we filmed with the kids that we want to get up, which is fun to kind of go back old school vlog style.
7861 hotcakes. What?
Anyway, okay, you're welcome, Crazy Jack. Have a good week, you guys. You liked how Jordan Page, I don't know how she did Christmas. I'll have to check that one out. No. Okay, bye. We'll see you next time. How do I hit end?
The X.
Right here?
Later. Maybe. Do it. Push it.